Hello, welcome back to my channel, Razel Dazel. So far, I've got about 12 projects going on, and we'll see which ones Leslie's gonna finish. It's a little crazy up in the crochet room today. Mm, but I got my coffee. So my mother-in-law went to a garage sale yesterday and hit the jackpot for me. Got me a bunch of different yarns from a garage sale, and this lady actually had some pieces in there that she started working on, and everything's in here, even the book showing the blanket that she was working on. So, I mean, it started for me so I could finish it, possibly. That would be project number 13. Yeah, that, I don't know. This one might take me, we'll see if I ever get to that. But, she had a little bit of a yarn collection. And all of these yarns, garage sale finds. But Shelly and Sandra saw the baby star outfit, and it's too cute. I mean, the baby's wearing the outfit and just squirming around in the little star, and it is adorable. So I'm going to tackle that, of course. And I have to keep going because if I don't, I'm going to stop and I'm not going to pick it back up. So I have a lot of geometry skills to do here. And you think, well, I'm just doing double crochet, so what makes it so difficult doing double crochet? Adding geometry to it. Depending on what type of a shape you're going to make with your double crochet, and some of that has to be extremely precise when you're dealing with different shapes. It has to be perfect. You can't be off a row. You cannot be off stitches. Very little leniency on that. Now with the squares, you could probably be off 2 to 3 stitches and you really aren't going to be able to tell. But this diamond shape that I'm working on in order to make a star has to be pretty precise because we're going to put these together to do the star. And it's going to be five diamond shapes to get the star shape. Of course, these are very small diamonds. I decided to use a very small thread. I'm doing the baby bunny. I chose that because it has all the baby colors. So that's what we're gonna do to make the baby star outfit. And I'm just gonna make a bunch of these diamond shapes because if I stop, I'm not gonna pick it back up. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a bunch of diamonds. And then I think what I'm gonna have to do is do 2 rows of double crochet on the edges. So if I wanted to do a different color, I could add a different color in there. And then once I put them together, I'm thinking another 2 rows of double crochet on the outer layer. I started with um, 3 double crochet at the bottom, and then I stopped at row 11 in my increase, and then went back to decreasing again till I got 3 up at the top, which gives me that diamond shape. And it's going to take 5 diamond shapes to get the star, because then you have the top where you do the hat. And there's 3 different ways to do the hat, and there's like a few different ways to do the opening. Like they have the opening where it's on the shoulder, like one shoulder, or they have it on the 2 shoulder, or they have the opening in the middle. So I'm going to do the middle one, I think, just like the picture they showed me. And maybe, I don't know if I want to do buttons, because I don't like to struggle with buttons. So I might just do the little Velcro circles and hand sew the little Velcro in, so it's easier. So we don't have to fight with buttons, because it's going to be super tiny. Since and it's really soft. This is polyester and viscose. So it's really soft. I'm using a very small hook. And I wish I could pull up a picture. I'm not really good with technology or whatever, but you've probably seen them on Pinterest, the baby star outfits. I have all these baby colors. This is the mint green. And I didn't have, like, I was looking at my crochet hooks to see what size crochet hook I would need. This one actually calls for a 2.5 millimeter. Well, all I had was like a super small, like a 1 point whatever, or the 3.25 millimeter hook. So I'm using 3.25 millimeter, which is actually just a little bit larger than what I'm supposed to use. But I'm still waiting for my 2 millimeter crochet hooks to come in the mail, because I ordered some of those. And I'm still waiting on them. So I'm like, I couldn't wait. I'm like, you know what? I had to try my 3.25 millimeter. And this is what I got, and I'm sticking with it. So I don't think that's too bad. Not too shabby. That's what I'm sticking with. It's just a little bit larger. And that's fine. It's just gonna be some jammies. Some nice, soft, snuggly little jams. It's very soft. And it splits a little bit. It does split. So it's not like the greatest to work with, and it's so soft. Very soft. And I have all these baby colors in it. Now I only have one blue. So Sandra wanted me to make a blue star. I only have one blue, so we'll see how far that gets me. I do have a lot of white, because she wants a blue and white, and then Shelly wanted the yellow, and I have 2 balls of the yellow. I have a lot of the variegated colors. A lot of those for boy-girl colors. And I'm trying to see how many diamond shapes I can get out of a ball. So I think we might be okay because it still looks like I got quite a bit here. And I think I got 6 diamonds so far. Yeah. So this right here would be a set for the front. And then I just need 4 more for the back. And it should be enough for that. But then I have to do the hat piece. And I'm not really sure on how I'm going to do that yet. Because it showed where you just take the half diamond where it's just the triangle and use that for the hat. Of course, I would add 2 more rows. And I mean, it's stretchy. It's got a little stretch. Definitely gonna be a newborn size. We'll see. We'll see about the sizes. That's the thing. You got all these different baby sizes that you can do. I'd love to make it to where it's for 0 to 3 months, you know, so they have a little, I have a little growing room. But yeah, I think once I add 2 rows, that should be enough to do a hat. But there was like 3 different ways. Like this one lady was like, okay, she took 2 of these and put them together like that. And then did a triangle like this to do the hat. I don't know, something. A lot of geometry involved in crocheting with all of these shapes to do this star pattern. So I'm going to be playing with it. I'm just going to continue making diamond shapes, as many as I can. So that way I have a huge stack of these to work with. And then that way I'll just pick it up and be like, oh, okay, so I just have to do 2 rows of double crochet on each diamond shape, and I can do that in whatever color. And then when I crochet them all together to make the star, all I have to do is 2 rows of double crochet on the outside in whatever color. So I'm all about colors, and I love that idea where it's like, okay, I get this process down. Now take all of your shapes here and add the 2 rows of double crochet in whatever color. And then once I got all of those done, go on ahead, sew them all together, and then do another 2 rows of double crochet in whatever color I want, so I can do different colors. And I don't have to, you know, worry about, well, how do I put the colors in, or how do I do color changes? And I don't have to really worry about that too much. So we'll see if I can continue to make these diamond shapes and not give up or get bored, because it is a lot. But I have a feeling if I put it down, I'm not going to pick it back up, because I'm going to be like, you know, it's a lot of work to get that star shaped with the, you know, all of your shapes. all of your geometry shapes here. And they have to be perfect, so I have to make them this size. They have to be like that so they all go together. But it is a very cute outfit if you look on Pinterest. The little baby star outfit. Another project. Yeah, so I put down the ponchos, I put down the cardigan, I put down my blankets. We're getting back on baby kicks now. Back to babies. Which is always popular in the crochet world, especially the blankets. I should show you that one blanket again. This one baby blanket that I got. I actually finished this one. So here's a baby blanket that I actually finished this. So I actually finished this one. And this is the Pound of Love collection. And then it's got the baby, little baby lamb down at the bottom. So that is a baby blanket that I actually finished. I was very proud of myself. It's super cute. Yeah, I actually got that one done. And it's cute. It's very simple. That one has the little baubles in it. It's like I can't remember what that one was called, but it's just got a little bit of a wave and it's got the baubles. But I do like that granny ripple stitch on the blankets that give you that triangle shape. I like doing that. So I might make some that are like that. So yes, there's a lot of different options, like with the baby bunny. It's just kind of random the way I bought them. I do have like the boy colors and the girly colors. And like I said, some of the neutrals, like here's the mint. This is actually the mint green, which I think would go cute in the star. And I do have white. So yeah, we're just gonna see how many diamond shapes I can make. I started these a few days ago. I actually finished 2 this morning. So I'm trying to see, well, how many diamond shapes can I get out of a ball? The thing with crocheting is the yarn goes fast. Let's see how much is in here. It's got a lot though. It's got 284 yards per ball. And of course I have to give myself enough towards the end to try and weave the end pieces in real good. So how I would do my diamond shape is I crochet 4 chains. I start with 4 chains, and then you have to skip the 1 chain to do your double crochet in the second one to get your 3 stitches. And there's all different ways you can do this too. They show it on Pinterest. But then I add 2 chains when I go to turn over my work. That's how I add. So then I add my extra increase right there. I just increased it by 1 on each side. And I've been doing that, so I will increase till I get to row 11. And row 11 is like the middle row. That'll give me my triangle shape. But that's how I do my increase. So instead of just adding the 1 loop or the 1 chain, I do 2 chains. So that gives me my increase right there in my next row. Yeah, one of these days I'll have to do tutorials. But I'm sure there's a lot of tutorials out there. And this is all double crochet. So, I mean, it's nothing too crazy. It's all double crochet. The thing is, you just have to really watch your count. You got to watch your count, your increases, or your decreases. Which when I go to decrease, once I get up to my 11 rows and start to do my decrease, I skip 3 chains to decrease. It's a very small yarn to work with. But it'll give you a lot more texture, and it's so soft. Very soft. It takes longer. It takes a lot more longer with a smaller hook than it does with a bigger hook. But you get more texture. And it, I don't know, like, this is very drapey. Very soft and drapey. So I think I might be okay with being able to get enough to do, to get it started where I have enough that I could do an outfit, but I'm still going to have to use another color or the same color to keep it solid. If you want it just plain solid, but I like to add colors. So I'm going to say it probably takes about a ball and a half to do an outfit. I can't remember how much I paid for these. I'll have to look. I think it was $3 something. I think it was like $3 and something. So as far as like, let me look. I have receipts up here that I kept from when I went Joanne Crazies. Yeah. $3.74 is what I paid when it was on sale for the 25% off the baby bunny. When they were on sale. So it's like $3.74 per ball. Not including the tax, if we want to get nitty gritty about things. So that's not bad, and it probably is going to take, I'm going to say, well, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but it'll probably take a ball and a half to make an outfit, roughly. So I'll have to calculate it out. But like I said, it's not really about how much the yarn cost. It's mostly about all of the work you have to put into it. Weaving all of your ends and doing color changes. How much time it takes to make it. Depends on how fast of a crocheter you are. I'm not super fast. I like to take my time. And it is a little splitty, but it's super soft. It's not too bad. I'm going to say if I go super fast, I could probably pop one of these shapes out in about 15 minutes. Going super fast. But that's not including having to weave in all of my ends. Which, if I'm doing an assembly line, I'll probably just make as many of these diamond shapes as I can. And then just go through and weave all of the ends in. I think that'll save time doing it that way when you have it piled up like that. So hopefully this works. It has to. It has to work. Because like I said, I'm not going to stop making them. I'm just going to keep making these shapes and we're just going to make it work. If I have to add more rows to make it bigger, I will. Because maybe I need to do 3 rows instead of 2 rows. But as long as I keep that star shape, it should be fine. Yeah, it's the cutest little thing. We'll see how it turns out when I get it done. But I'm just going to try and do as many of these diamond shapes as I can. Until I poop out. So that's what's been going on in the Razzle Dazzle world here. Just have a lot of projects. And I keep putting them down and picking them up, and it's kind of how it works. But at least they're started, you know, at least I have them started. And hopefully I don't forget and I can go back to them and remember most of it. I mean, when you get to this point of being crazy, you're good, you know. You're like, oh yeah, I was using that size hook and I was doing this type of stitch, and you can recognize the patterns pretty easily just by looking at it. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do the baby star outfit with the baby bunny big twist, and I'm excited to see how that turns out. I don't know. I mean, this stuff is so soft. I would love to do a blanket in that. It would probably take forever, but it's so soft. I think it would be worth it. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have used the baby bunny yet. I know, is it Sharon from Another Yarn? She was using like the baby bunny to do outfits and stuff like that. I mean, it's very nice. I do like it. So this is what I'm working on. We'll see how it turns out. And I'll let you guys go, and hope you have a good day in the crochet world, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good night, day, and I'll catch you next time. Hopefully I can get the baby star outfit done the next time. Probably not, but we'll see how far I get. All right, bye.